Why hello there my cuties and welcome back. Yeah, it's been a minute since I made a video. Because sickness, stuff, blah blah blah. If the video's not out before this one, I'm gonna be making a video kind of explaining what's been going on and why I've been having more absences from the YouTubes and all that fun stuff, especially since I've been posting about it on my other social medias, but not everybody follows those, which you don't have to do, but I just post more on like Twitter and Instagram on like what's happening because it's a lot easier. Anyways, about a year ago I did a Q&A and I thought, hey, why not do one again? I haven't made one in a long time and I have a bunch of new subscribers and you guys are curious about me because last time I live streamed I had a bunch of just questions and stuff about my existence because people are curious and I don't blame them. And every time I find a new YouTuber that I like, I want to know like everything about them too. Ain't no harm in asking questions and I am very, pleased to answer them, so I shall be answering them. The Shy Wolfie asks, what's your favorite book series? Also, what's your favorite video game? I don't know if I have a favorite book series because I don't really read, if I'm gonna be honest. Was never really much of a reader. I think if I had to pick something from like my childhood, I was really into Cirque du Freak for a long time. I thought that was a pretty good series. I'm pretty sure if I went to read it again today, I would be like, ooh, I don't know about that. So, I don't know, but I really actually want to get back into reading, but I'm not sure how, and books are expensive, and again, my attention span sucks, and anytime I have free time, I'm like, video games. Which is the next question on their two-part question, what's your favorite video game? I would have to say Rule of Rose is like one of my big favorites for like story-wise. Like I always would recommend that one, but like play-wise and like what's impacted me the most would have to be Fallout New Vegas. I love Fallout New Vegas so much. I love that game. Or maybe Dragon Age 2, but I would say Fallout New Vegas because it was one of like the big games that I got really into and like inspired me a lot and really like drove me creatively. So yeah. Nightmares asks, do you watch anime? If so, what's your favorite? I do watch anime. I don't watch as much anime as I used to when I was a kid, just again because my attention span sucks, not enough time, and finding one that I like really can sit down and enjoy is really hard because I've watched so many animes like growing up that anytime I find one, it's like, oh, I've seen this exact same story like 500 times. But my favorite one I would have to say is Ouran High School Host Club. Originally I would say Naruto, but I can't even finish Naruto because there's so many episodes. I can't do it. So Ouran High School Host Club, 100% recommend watching that. It's amazing. Go watch it. Scaly Fox asks, which do you prefer, spicy or sweet? Spicy, 100% spicy. Something that I really like to make is spicy ramen specifically. Shin Ramyun is it's probably my favorite ramen out of every ramen. And I really like the nuclear noodles, but I really like Shin Ramyun because it's spicy, but I also don't feel like I just kind of want to die afterwards. Highly recommend it. Here are some pictures of my ramen that I make, and it's very delicious. So, yeah. Lilani asks, what's your favorite thing to draw? When it comes to just like a specific thing on a piece of art, I really like drawing the eyes and the nose. For overall pieces of art, I really enjoy just drawing my OCs and honestly like YouTubers for some reason. I've like really gotten back into drawing YouTubers, especially when they see it makes me really happy, but OC stuff, always just really hyped to draw that, especially when I can like think of like a piece that I'm super hyped for. I'm working on a comic right now and I want to make like tarot cards for each chapter, and I'm really excited for that because I can do a lot of composition and kind of symbolism in that art, which I really love symbolism in art, and I can do that so like every chapter you can kind of see some unique and fun symbolism behind it, and hopefully as the chapters progress, you can look back at the past chapters and be like, oh, I understand what that means now, and that just excites me so much. Raz asks, do you have any waifus or husbandos? I love your content, by the way. Love you. Oh, thank you. Do I have any husbandos or waifus? Yes and no. It's kind of confusing because now that I am a 23-year-old adult watching anime and being like, oh, he's cute, I wonder who he is, and you look them up on Wiki and it's like, oh, they're 15. I can't like that. That's a baby. That's an infant. So I now have essentially just like a bunch of childrens that I like want to protect and love and make them happy. So my like platonic husbando, who I would just like to help him feel better about himself, would be Bakugo from My Hero Academia right now. That boy has some issues and I just want to be like, hey bud, you need to talk. Are you okay? Like, are you fine? Yomo Alex asks, how long have you been drawing and what is/was your cringiest character? I've been drawing technically my entire life. However, I've been drawing like more professionally / like being serious about it since I was 15, I think. I think that was around the time where I was like, hey, maybe I should actually take this seriously and learn things about art instead of just winging it. And my cringiest character would probably be my old Fallout self-insert who was named Radio, and I don't really have much art of him. If I have any, I'll post it around, but his story was a mess. His design was ugly. I like consistently would try to like remake him and redo his design and like was never happy with it, and he was just like the embodiment of essentially a 15-year-old making an OC, which nothing wrong with that. You know, you make characters that are cringy and then later on you're like, oh, that was a mess, and that's okay. And he was that OC for me. I don't even remember his entire backstory. I just remember it was like really dramatic and just chaos, because I had so much inspiration from like, I don't even know, 10 pieces of media that I was trying to form into one character. Dragonstraw2_art asks, how are you? I'm alright. I could be better, but you know what, we out here. What's your favorite thing to do to relax after a rough day? Hope you are well. Thank you. Probably playing video games or watching YouTube, honestly. I'm pretty simple, but mostly playing games. I've recently been getting back into Dragon Age, and like the emotions that have stirred up within me are so wonderful. Like this is gonna sound so lame, and I'm sorry, but I started up Dragon Age 2 and I saw my favorite character in the game again, who I love him. That's my husband. And I finally found him again, and I almost cried. I genuinely almost cried because I was like, my boy, I have returned to you. I am here to help you feel better about yourself. I love you. It was a mess. It was a disaster. Robin asks, what's the thing that you're interested in that sort of contrast or is surprising or is somewhat surprising to what you've shown on your channel? I really like horror. Absolutely love horror, and absolutely love I love gore, and I love horror, and I love horror games. One of my favorite games to play right now is Dead by Daylight, and I harass my friends into playing it with me like all the time, and I have a lot of hours in that game and it's really embarrassing. But I would honestly say a lot of people just wouldn't really realize how much I love horror. Even when I draw like horror based art or something creepy, my following is like, are you okay? Like, do you need to talk? Are you fine? It's like, no, I just really like creepy things. I just really like creepy things, and I kind of want to get back into that art, but I also don't want to freak out my audience because I like drawing gore and creepy things, so I don't know, maybe my comic will have to suffice. Blue asks, do you have any pets or had any pets, and if so, what was it like having them? I don't have any pets, however my roommate has 2 cats and they're just the best. I love them. I used to have a dog and his name was Duke, He passed away sadly about 4 years ago, but he was the best dog ever. Love him. I have his ashes with me, so he's like, you know, he's always there with me. He's hanging out. He was a black lab, super sweet dog, super smart, just 10 out of 10. Love him. Audrey Butchinen asks, what is the longest time you spent on an art project? If you mean like just one specific drawing, I think I spent about 10 hours on a piece once, but I'm not entirely sure what the piece was, and I don't think I was like too happy with it at the end, but I think it was about 10 hours, and that was kind of when I was starting to learn to paint, if I remember right, so it was very slow. I've always been kind of quick at drawing anyways, for some reason, so 10 hours was not the best. I think I spent 2 days on it, like 5 hours between 2 days, which if you're an artist, you know that like 5 hours of just straight up drawing hurts after a while, so ow. Origami Dragon asks, do you have anyone / have any role models, and also what is your Hogwarts house? Do I have any role models? I don't think I have any role models, but there's a lot of artists that I like look up to for inspiration. I am really into Delightful's content. She makes dolls, which is drastically different than what I make, obviously, but I think she makes a lot of really good content, and it's very inspirational to see her creativity and character design. And also, what's your Hogwarts house? I personally would say Hufflepuff, but every single time I've done a quiz, I get Ravenclaw, and I think I'm too dumb to be in Ravenclaw, because I like Hufflepuff, because they're nice. But apparently I'm a Ravenclaw. Jiho Zhang asks, if you become healthy, what's the first thing you would do? In all honesty, I would probably try to get a part-time job as a barista at like a tea shop or something, because I think that would be a lot of fun for like a little bit before I got too stressed out. I would also really like to probably go and like travel more and like climb a mountain, because I really miss being healthy and just being able to climb things and walk great distances. Oh boy, do I. Ooh, I can dream. Alter Vale asks, will there ever be a baby packs? Well, you see, I was already a baby once, and now I'm an adult, so no. Sadly, there was just one of me, and I am an adult now. But if you ask if I'm ever gonna have a kid, also no, because I don't want to raise a kid. That sounds stressful. I can barely take care of myself. I'm good. Well, this video has gotten longer than expected, so that is all of the questions. Thank you guys so much for asking them. It's honestly so much fun, and I feel like I should maybe do more Q&As, or maybe live streams where I just answer questions and just keep the video up. I don't know. But thank you guys so much for watching, hanging out, and asking me questions. I hope everybody is doing okay out there with how the world is right now. I know it's scary and just generally unsettling, but you know, keep hope, stay together, and just, you know, just try to take each day one step at a time. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I shall see you guys next time. Bye!